Hello everyone. Today I will try to answer your questions around the voting and the unit holders meet. We are working hard to speed up returning your money. The upcoming voting exercise and unit holders meet is one such important step in that direction. I hope all of you have received our email or SMS with a notice related to the voting exercise and unit holders meet. We've sent separate notices for each scheme. So if you have investments in more than one scheme, you would have received more than one email or SMS. If you are an investor and have still not received the notice, it may be because we do not have your valid email ID or mobile number registered with us. You can still register your email by visiting the FD website before June 8th, 2020. What are the top things that you need to know about voting? E-voting and the unit holder meet are two separate activities. The trustees of Franklin Templeton have partnered with K-Fintech for the electronic voting process and the unit holders meet. Voting will take place on 9th to 11th June and the unit holder meets one per fund on 12th June. Unit holders will have the advantage of attending the meeting from their place through video conferencing offered by K-Fintech. To participate in both these activities, unit holders must have a valid registered email ID or mobile number with us. And we have extended the date for registration of email IDs to 8th June. Login credentials will be sent by K-Fintech via email to unit holders with registered email IDs. If unit holders have a registered mobile number but no registered email, login credentials will be sent by K-Fintech to the registered mobile number via SMS. Email SMS will have a link to the K-Fintech website, a user ID and a password. This user ID is unique and is unique also for each scheme that the unit holder has invested in. Therefore, if unit holders have invested in more than one scheme, they will receive a separate email SMS with a different user ID and password for each scheme. There will be a separate unit holder meet for each scheme, and there is a specific time slot allocated to unit holders of each scheme. Please check the notice you have received for further details. The information is also available on our website. Unit holders who attend the video conference meeting and have not cast their vote between 9th and 11th June can cast their vote during the meeting. The details of how to participate in the unit holders meet is mentioned in each notice, and a comprehensive table regarding the same is also available in the FAQ document on our website. Many investors and advisors have been asking what we as Franklin Templeton recommend amongst the three options. As you know, there are two options and two external entities, Kotak and Deloitte, who are involved in the liquidation process. Let me explain what role they will play in the liquidation process. In option one, the trustee of Franklin Mutual Fund will manage the liquidation process, with Kotak being the independent advisor. The AMC team will work along with Kotak to liquidate the portfolio. In option two, Deloitte will lead the liquidation process assisted by the AMC, with Kotak being an independent advisor to the AMC. We have put forward two strong options, and our trustee is equally supportive of both options. It's important for unit holders to know that by selecting no, which is the third option, the winding up status of the schemes does not change. However, neither the trustee nor Deloitte will be authorized to proceed with liquidation, and the trustee will be required to propose other options to unit holders and seek their authorization by way of a subsequent voting exercise. This may delay monetizing the scheme assets and distributions to unit holders. Why did we choose Kotak and Deloitte? Kotak and Deloitte are both reputed names and were selected after a careful analysis. The trustee spoke to a number of firms before making this choice. Kotak Mahindra Group is one of India's leading financial services conglomerates. The debt capital markets team at Kotak has been active in the debt markets for over 25 years. They have comprehensive experience across the entire product suite of fixed income assets, which includes credit bonds. And over the last 4 years, the team has been actively involved in various marquee transactions in the debt capital market space. Deloitte is a preeminent professional services firm for liquidation, resolution, restructuring, and debt advisory in India, with a dedicated restructuring and corporate finance team consisting of over 40 senior professionals who are specialists and experts in these fields. Deloitte in India has handled several assignments involving stressed debt with successful deal closures of over 30 deals in the same period. A lot of you have also asked us a question related to the fees charged by Kotak and Deloitte. I wish to reiterate that the fees payable to both Deloitte and Kotak will be borne by the AMC. And as we had mentioned earlier, the AMC is also not charging any investment management fees for these 6 funds starting April 24th, 2020. You may have a question about what happens post-voting, and the next course of action will be based on the results of the voting. Unit holders are making two choices. First, voting yes or no to proceed with the liquidation, which will allow us to monetize scheme assets and start returning money. This will be decided by a simple majority of unit holders who cast their vote in accordance with regulations. For those unit holders who choose yes, they will then have the option of choosing how they want the monetization to happen. With option 1, Franklin Templeton Trustee Services Private Limited, assisted by the AMC and with Kotak Mahindra Bank as an agent and independent advisor of the trustee, will be authorized to take steps to wind up the scheme, including monetization of the assets of the scheme and distribution of proceeds to unit holders after payment of liabilities and expenses in accordance with the regulations. With option 2, Deloitte will take steps for disposing of the assets of the scheme and distribution of proceeds to unit holders after payment of liabilities and expenses in accordance with the regulations. Deloitte will be assisted by the AMC together with Kotak Mahindra Bank as an agent of the AMC wherever required. We are committed to communicating with you. Sharing regular updates and addressing your queries is important to us. We have shared a detailed FAQ on our website for you to access. We are committed to being transparent with you during the winding up process by communicating as often as we can and being responsive to your queries and concerns. Please visit our website for regular updates. As you can see, we have brought in two eminent firms to assist in the process, which will increase transparency and hopefully give you added comfort. As you may have also seen, two of the schemes, Franklin India Dynamic Accrual Fund and Franklin India Ultra Short Bond Fund, have nil borrowings and can start to return money shortly after a successful unit holder vote. Borrowing has come down in some of the other schemes as well. As I end this message, I want to reaffirm our commitment to India and our investors. Our focus remains to return the maximum possible value to all investors in the shortest possible time. I look forward to the successful conclusion of the voting exercise. Thank you.
Mutual fund investments are subject to market risks. Read all scheme-related documents carefully.